Disclaimer: this podcast is for educational purposes only and should not be taken as medical advice. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional before starting or changing any supplement, peptide, or medication regimen. Today we're exploring allatostatin peptides, a fascinating group of neuropeptides originally discovered in insects. These peptides were first studied because they play an important role in regulating digestion and feeding behavior in organisms like fruit flies and cockroaches. Scientists noticed that allatostatins worked by inhibiting the production of juvenile hormone, a hormone insects rely on for growth and reproduction. By stopping or slowing this process, allatostatins essentially act as natural brakes in an insect's developmental system. So, why would researchers look at insect peptides when thinking about human biology? The answer is that many peptides, even ones discovered in simple organisms, can reveal pathways and signaling systems that might overlap with or inspire therapeutic targets in mammals, including humans. Allatostatin peptides have been investigated for their broader influence on neural signaling and metabolism. One interesting discovery is that allatostatin receptors have similarities to certain G protein-coupled receptors found in mammals. This is important because G protein-coupled receptors are one of the most common drug targets in human medicine. Think about it like this. Even if the exact peptide sequence is different, the communication system inside cells may look familiar enough to allow researchers to design treatments that mimic or block similar pathways. Allatostatin peptides are often divided into families. The allatostatin A family, for example, tends to inhibit hormone secretion in insects. The allatostatin B and C families have other roles, such as influencing muscle contractions or even regulating heartbeat in some species. By studying how these peptides work across families, scientists get a layered picture of how simple molecular switches can control big physiological outcomes. In research settings, allatostatin peptides have also been used as experimental tools in neuroscience. By linking allatostatin receptors to specific neurons in a lab animal and then introducing the peptide, scientists can selectively turn those neurons off. This method, sometimes referred to as the allatostatin receptor system, has been powerful for studying brain circuits, behavior, and memory. It gives researchers the ability to silence a precise set of neurons without affecting the rest of the brain. This experimental tool has advanced our understanding of how different brain regions interact. For example, turning off certain neurons might reveal their role in feeding, learning, or movement. It's like being able to flip a switch in one room of a house to see how it changes the whole building's energy flow. When considering future medical applications, researchers are still at a very early stage. There's no direct therapeutic use of allatostatin peptides in humans yet, but the principles uncovered through studying them may guide new treatments for conditions involving metabolism, appetite, or neurological disorders. Sometimes the most unexpected molecules become stepping stones to breakthrough drugs. Another area of interest is how allatostatin-inspired systems might help with gene therapy or targeted medicine. Because the allatostatin receptor system is so specific, it can be engineered to only respond to its unique ligand, meaning only the cells designed to recognize it will react. This specificity could one day be applied in precision medicine to activate or silence cellular processes with minimal side effects. From a broader perspective, the story of allatostatin peptides, reminds us how valuable basic science is. What started as an observation in insects has opened new doors in neurobiology, metabolic research, and biotechnology. It shows us that even the smallest creatures can teach us big lessons about life, health, and healing. Disclaimer: this content is for educational purposes only and should not be considered medical advice. Always speak with a licensed healthcare provider before making decisions about your health, supplements, or medications. Thanks for listening, keep learning, and stay curious.